Good morning, students. So, in chapter number 6, today we are going to discuss about the operational plan. Yesterday we had discussed about the production plan. Now, in production plan, the idea is plan your work. Means वर्क को कैसे करना है वो प्लानिंग करो. बट ऑपरेशनल प्लान इज़ बेसिकली टू एंश्योर दैट कि जो प्लान किया है वो एक्चुअली में ऐसा काम करे. इन अदर वर्ड्स, ऑपरेशनल प्लान फोकसेस ऑन वर्क योर प्लान. Try to see that your plan is working. So it is basically how a business is proposing to put up a plan in action. प्लान को एक्शन में कैसे उतारना है, किस तरह से ऑपरेशंस को मैनेज करना है, किस तरह से एक्टिविटीज़ को कोऑर्डिनेट करना है. ओके, सो दिस इज समथिंग कनेक्टेड विथ ऑपरेशनल प्लान. सो ऑपरेशन involves various activities and production as well as distribution both are covered in business operations. So operational plan is having a wider approach, okay, than the production plan. So what operational plan does? Operation plan is actually try to see that there is smooth and coordinated flow of work within the factory. ओके, फैक्ट्री में अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट्स है. हर डिपार्टमेंट का काम इस वे से सेट किया जाए ताकि देर इज़ अ प्रॉपर फ्लो, देर इज़ अ प्रॉपर कोऑर्डिनेशन बिटवीन द एक्टिविटीज़ ऑफ वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट्स, so that planning and control of the productive operations properly हो पाए and final product is completed in accordance with the plans. So basically you can get the meaning of operational plan from this paragraph. Okay, so operational plan ensures that there is a smooth and coordinated workflow within the factory so that you can complete the final product as per the plan. So this smoothness and coordination is achieved through operational plan. So operational plan is basically a blueprint which you are preparing in advance of actual operations. बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने से पहले एक blueprint क्रिएट की जाती है about how you are going to do the operations. So what is the objective? ये क्या अचीव करेगा? So it will ensure orderly flow of material right from raw material to the final product. So there has to be a proper flow of materials. Okay, we see many videos of the factories, so there is proper coordination. Okay, raw material is passing through one process, it is transferred to the next process. Sometimes there are men involved to ensure coordination or transfer from one process to another. So likewise, when final product is coming out, then there is a person who is actually ensuring proper packing and all, then other person is properly putting these in transportation. So there is a proper flow or coordination. Even if one person is missing, then entire batch will suffer. So orderly flow of material in the manufacturing is achieved through operational plan. Then it facilitates continuous production and minimization of wastage. So operational plan ensures that you are planning your activities in such a way that there is no duplication of work. There has to be a continuous supply of raw material and other necessary things so that production is in continuation and there is minimization of wastages. So it ensures efficiency. Another important function of operational plan is to coordinate the work of different departments as well as to manage the inventory. Now we know that purchase department is responsible for purchasing, engineering department looks after maintenance and acquisition of machineries, production department actually works on the production, and selling department is responsible for selling whatever is produced. अब इन सबके काम को coordinate करना is the responsibility of operational plan. It also describes the flow of goods from production till the time it reaches to consumers. So flow of goods, किस वे से एक रॉ मटेरियल धीरे 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 कन्वर्ट होके फिनिश गुड्स बनकर कंज्यूमर तक पहुंचेगा, वो पूरी की पूरी ऑपरेशन की चेन यहाँ पर मेंशन की जाएगी इन ऑपरेशनल प्लान. देन quality control is also the part of operations or operational plan, because inspection of final product is very important to ensure quality, and hence quality control is very important, and it will tell you if your product is as per the standard or not, and you can take remedial measures if necessary. Then another important aspect of operation plan is to ensure that organization is following the most economic policies and methods, so that cost is under control, they are able to produce at lower cost and in lower time and in the best quality. सो ऑपरेशनल प्लान इन सबसे हमने देखा कि वो क्या अचीव करने में हमें हेल्प करेगा. सो इट विल एंश्योर दैट we are getting more quantity of output. Obviously, if there is lower wastage, output will be more. We get better quality of output. We get output in lower time because there is smoothness and coordination between the activities, and we get the output at right place and at the right cost. So from this we are able to understand more about operation plan. So which are the objectives? So from this we can say that planning the operations in advance is the objective of operational plan. Then deciding the exact route for each and every individual items and persons in the assembly line is also covered in operational plan. हर चीज़ और हर पर्सन का मूवमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कैसे होगा, एग्जिट रूट क्या होगा, दैट विल बी एस्टेब्लिश्ड इन ऑपरेशनल प्लान. देन स्टार्टिंग एंड फिनिशिंग डेट्स ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी प्रोसेस एंड असाइनमेंट इज ऑल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ ऑपरेशनल प्लान. And ensuring orderly movement of goods throughout the manufacturing cycle is also the part of operational plan. So all these things are actually interconnected. So what we can do, we can derive the elements, what exactly is there in operational plan. Now there are two important things, routing and scheduling. Now routing means deciding the exit route or path which will be followed by raw material till the time it is converted into the finished product. तो पूरा का पूरा रूट क्लियर होना चाहिए कि भाई यहाँ से रॉ मटेरियल जाएगा एंड इन सभी रूट को पास करते हुए वो फिनिश गुड्स में कन्वर्ट होगा. सो इट्स कॉल्ड राउटिंग. देन शेड्यूलिंग. शेड्यूलिंग इज कंसर्न विद द टाइम विच इज टेकन इन ईच एंड एवरी प्रोसेस. सो हर ऑपरेशन में कितना टाइम लगना चाहिए, ओके कितने टाइम में अलग अलग ऑपरेशंस एज वेल एज पूरी की पूरी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग साइकिल कंप्लीट होनी चाहिए, दैट इज डिसाइडेड इन शेड्यूलिंग. सो राउटिंग एंड शेड्यूलिंग प्रोडक्शन में इफिशिएंसी लाने के लिए हेल्पफुल है. ओके. देन डिस्पैचिंग. डिस्पैचिंग इज जनरली कंसर्न्ड विद द परचेस डिपार्टमेंट. इट इंश्योर्स नेसेसरी ऑर्डर्स, रॉ मटेरियल्स, इंस्ट्रक्शंस एंड गाइडलाइंस. देखो डिस्पैच होना ज़रूरी है. सो नेसेसरी गुड्स एंड इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैज टू बी डिस्पैच्ड प्रॉपरली बिकॉज इट इनिशिएट्स द प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस. इफ देर इज ए डिले इन इनिशिएशन, डिस्पैचिंग में ही लेट हो गया, देन अल्टीमेटली it will lead to wastage of time. Then we have follow up. Now evaluation and appraisal of work performed. जो काम किया है उसको evaluate करना, रिव्यू करना, क्या बेटर हो सकता है वो जानना, क्या गलतियाँ हुई हैं उसको डिटेक्ट करना, ये सभी चीज़ important है, so it is the part of follow up. So follow up is to review the present situation with regard to material, work in process and finished goods. Review करना है and try to find the ways to expedite the performance. किस वे से हम each and every process को better कर सकते हैं, and try to take remedial measures. कुछ strong और अच्छे decisions लीजिए so that you can remove the obstacles which you have observed while you were following up. Now TQM, you must have heard this term. Toyota is a great car, okay, and Japanese believe in this TQM, total quality management. So what they believe that कि हर प्रोसेस को इतना बारीकी से फॉलो अप करके उसमें क्या बेटर हो सकता है, ट्राई टू इम्प्रूव continuously so that there is total quality management. Each and every sub part में भी इतनी quality है कि ultimately your overall product is fine. So follow up से ही आप total quality management achieve कर पाओगे. Next important aspect is inspection. As I told you, QC, quality control, आपने काफ़ी electronics products में खास ये word देखे होंगे. So it's a part of inspection. So comparing your material and product with the established standards is very important. अगर कुछ chemical आपने produce किया है तो you can test in laboratories whether it is exactly as per the specification and formula or not. So this is very important. Quality control will help you compete with competitors in this competitive world. Then shipping. It is concerned with distribution. So basically it ensures the flow of whatever is produced to the consumers. So which are the factors which affect the operational plan? Nature of business. Obviously, if the business is involving the production of a very technical and complicated product, तो उन दैट केस ऑपरेशन प्लान उनका बहुत डिटेल में होगा, बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होगा. एंड अगर बिजनेस बहुत सिंपल है, प्रोडक्शन में ज़्यादा प्रोसेसेस नहीं है, देन इट विल बी सिंपल. देन टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस, एज आई एक्सप्लेन यू जस्ट नाउ कि कैसा प्रोडक्ट है, कौन से स्केल पर आप बिजनेस करना चाहते हो इज़ इम्पोर्टेंट. ओके, सो इफ स्केल इज मोर इट विल बी इन डिटेल्ड वन. देन वो टेक्नोलॉजी यू आर यूजिंग, अगर आप बहुत ही एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करते हो, सो इन दैट केस योर प्रोडक्शन operational plan will be a bit detailed and complex one. In case you are using simple technology, it will be a simple one. So these are the factors which affect the operational plan. So in large manufacturing organizations, operational plans are very much detailed. The next point in business plan, याद रखो हम business plan में क्या क्या होता है वो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. फोर्थ पॉइंट हमने अभी डिस्कस किया, बिजनेस प्लान में ऑपरेशनल प्लान होता है. एंड द फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लान. सो द फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, mode of ownership is very important, and you have already studied there are different forms: proprietorship, partnership, HUF, cooperatives and joint stock companies. So before you select the type of business, you need to understand कि आपका business कौन से type का है, whether it's a manufacturing one, wholesale है, retail है या service industry में है. Each and every business is different because there are different aspects. ओके, बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने की प्रोसीजर्स डिफरेंट होती है अलग अलग फॉर्मेट में. लीगल कंस्ट्रेंट्स कुछ बिजनेसेस में होती है. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप, पार्टनरशिप में भी एक लीगल प्रॉब्लम्स है या कुछ रिस्क फैक्टर्स है, बिकॉज लायबिलिटी ऑफ अदर पार्टनर विल ऑल्सो बी काउंटेड. सपोज अदर पार्टनर इज डूइंग सम फ्रॉड and a case is filed, so even the innocent partners are involved. So legal constraints are there in some types of business. uh, you need to take into account legal constraints. For example, there are some business types in which you cannot run as a company. Okay, you may have to go for other form of organization. So it is possible that you need to take into account some legal constraints. There is one concept called LLP, limited liability partnership. So it's a partnership but liability is limited. So financial requirement of any business is also different. Then accounting methods are also different. In case of companies, you need to do proper accounting, and it's compulsory for you to get your books of accounts audited even if there is a profit or loss. So even the marketing and promotional strategies are different. If you are a proprietor, you can yourself market your product, but in case of companies, you need marketing plan and strategies. So we need to take these things into account. So before we select the type of ownership, we need to understand the implications. आपके business की taxes के ऊपर implications होती है. Okay, sole proprietorship lowest tax paying form है, and joint stock company is the highest tax paying form. Then nature of liability. Okay, in case of proprietorship, your liability is unlimited. In partnership also it's in the same way, but in case of companies, your liability is limited. So continuity, proprietorship, partnership cannot sustain for longer period, but company form as well as cooperative form will continue even after the death of the persons. Then financing, long term or high finance is possible if your scale is large and you are going for a joint stock company or the cooperative form of organization. And ownership, you have better control in sole proprietorship, to some extent in partnership, as compared to joint stock companies and cooperatives, because their ownership will be distributed across large segments. So before you start any form, you need to go through or understand these implications. So no form is the best form, it depends on business category and requirement, and it is also possible that for the same person, initially one form is advisable or preferable, and later on requirements changes and form doesn't match, and now there is a need to change the form. So it's possible. So generally the idea is that we start in a small scale and gradually we grow. So this decision will have impact on long term effectiveness of the company and the profitability. Obviously टैक्स ज़्यादा होगा तो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी कम होगी. So you need to keep in mind below factors before you decide the form of organization. So elements of organizational plan. So organizational plan decide करेगा कि कौन सा organization का form आपने select किया है और क्यों किया है, और उसकी important information देगा. So वो क्या बताएगा. So there will be terms and conditions associated with the selected form. For example, you have decided to go for a joint stock company. So you need to also mention the reasons for selecting such form and terms and conditions, or few important legal aspects you can discuss. Then lines of authority and responsibility of members. आपके business में जो भी persons होंगे, whether it is your partners, अगर partnership है तो, अगर फैमिली बिजनेस है तो फैमिली मेम्बर्स, एंड अगर ये जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी है तो डायरेक्टर्स एंड मैनेजर्स. तो उनकी अथॉरिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या होगी, दैट यू नीड टू डिफाइन एंड डिसाइड. देन उनके नाम्स, डेजिग्नेशन, एड्रेस एंड बायोडेटास. देन स्टेक ऑफ मेंबर्स. स्टेक यानी हाउ मच ownership or holding percentage they are having, that needs to be mentioned. इन केस ऑफ पार्टनरशिप हर पार्टनर का कितना शेयर है. इन केस ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव एंड कंपनीज कितने परसेंटेज ऑफ शेयर्स दे आर होल्डिंग. सो स्टेक ऑफ मेंबर्स नीड्स टू बी मेंशन्ड. हर मेंबर की रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़. ओके, अगर ये फॉर एग्जांपल पार्टनरशिप है तो हर पार्टनर का क्या रोल होगा, उसकी क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होगी. एंड प्रोसीजर टू सॉल्व द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स in any business. Conflicts or disputes are bound to happen. Then how you are going to resolve? You need to actually mention. Organizational plan में ही organization बचेगा कैसे, उसकी procedure भी लिखनी ज़रूरी है. Then modes of payment for the members, how you are going to pay them. Okay, what would be the structure? Then voting rights or any other rights of the members needs to be mentioned, especially if it's a company or cooperative. So why organizational plan is important? It will give you information about the formal organization because it will specify the roles and responsibilities of members. तो एक formal वे से आप डिफाइन कर रहे हो कि व्हाट विल बी द ड्यूटीज एंड राइट्स ऑफ द मेंबर्स. एज वेल एज इनडायरेक्टली इट विल ऑल्सो टेल यू अबाउट इनफॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल कल्चर. अब आप सोचोगे सर ये कैसे पता चलेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर डिसाइडिंग टू गो फॉर सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप, सो ऑब्वियसली communication styles, attitudes and behavior as well as dress code will be different of a sole proprietor as compared to the director of a company. So indirectly what form you are following will lead to some implications on the attitudes, behaviors and communication styles. So if you are keen to do the business most professionally, then it is desirable to go for a company form where accounting, reporting, everything is mostly in a written way. And if you want to, let's say, have a complete control and have a human touch, for you relations matter the most rather than the format. So then you can go for proprietorship or partnership. So these are the things which is indirectly reflected in organizational plan. So organizational plan is basically concerned with the selection of form of organization and its details. So in the next video we will discuss about the financial plan. So chapter is very easy. I hope you are able to grasp it properly. And the most important and another easy aspect for you is that most of the theories are interrelated and there is a scope to describe in your own words provided you know the basic concept. Okay, bye bye.